Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I just did a fun mermaid Halloween look. It's really pretty, super simple, easy to do if you have to go to work on Halloween. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, just keep watching. So I'm going to be doing my mermaid Halloween look today. So I am going to start by doing my eyeshadow first. That way we don't get any fallout from the eyeshadow on our foundation. So I'm going to take some concealer. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light. And I'm just going to take that and blend that out on the eyelids. And this is just going to give our eyeshadow a good base to stick to and make it so the color stands out a little better. Okay, now that I have my concealer on, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to take a little fluffy Real Techniques brush and dip that in and just pat that on the eyelids just to set the concealer. Okay, next I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. This is the Mermaids Forever palette. And I'm just going to go in to this blue shade right here and just start blending that in the crease. So I took that dark blue shade and I blended it down to the outer corner of my eyelid. And now I'm going to go in with that teal shade next to it. And I'm going to go ahead and brighten up right next to the dark blue shade. And just kind of blend that in. So I'm blending it a little bit into that blue shade up into the crease. So next I'm going to add a shimmer shadow. This is the only shadow that I had that had glitter in it. So I'm just using what I have. So I'm going to go in with my finger. This isn't a product that I use every day. This is just something I have in my collection. And I'm just going to really pack that onto the inner corner of the lid. And I'm just going to blend that up into the blue so it all blends together nicely. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do my base for the foundation. I'm going to use the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This one smells really good. I love this product. I'm going to take 2 pumps of that and just put that all over the skin. Now I'm going to go in with foundation. For my foundation, I'm going to use the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. Mine is in the shade Fiji. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This is in the shade Neutralizer. And I'm just going to use this to brighten up my under eye area. On top of that, I'm going to go ahead and layer the Bare Skin Bare Minerals Concealer. This is in the shade Light. This is my favorite concealer to use under my eyes every day. And I'm just going to kind of make sure that's a little more full coverage since we are using blue eyeshadow on the lids. Next, I'm going to go in with just a little bit of bronzer. This is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I'm just going to kind of do this to do like a little bit of an all-over bronze. I'm only going to be applying the makeup for the mermaid makeup on my temples and my cheekbones, so I want to kind of have like an all-over bronze glow where I don't have that. Okay, just a little bit on the forehead. Okay, so I'm going to do my brows real fast before we do the mermaid makeup. And I'm just going to comb those out just a little bit. I'm just going to do my normal brows that I would normally do. For my brows, I'm using the Total Temptations Eyebrow Pencil by Maybelline. This is in the shade Blonde. And I'm just going to fill in my brows like I normally would. Okay, so this is where it gets a little crazy. So I'm going to take, let's see, where'd I put it? So I'm going to take this actual, I'm going to go ahead and take this headband and just put this around my hairline. And you will see why here in just a second. So I'm just going to make sure that's holding back any little baby hairs that I have hanging out. Okay, and then I'm going to take an actual fishnet stocking and I'm going to put this over my head. So we're going to be looking crazy here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is hilarious. Okay, so I know this looks really crazy, really weird, but this is how we're going to get the scale effect for our mermaid makeup. It's pretty uncomfortable around the eye area, so I'm going to go ahead and hurry and do this and show you guys how to get the mermaid scales. So I'm going to go back into the Makeup Revolution palette. I'm going to take that dark blue shade that we used for the scales, or for the eyeshadow. And I'm just using a little tiny It Cosmetics foundation brush, and I'm going to just take that and I'm just going to concentrate it right along the hairline. Why not?
I'll stay in here with you.
Okay. Okay, so Jax and Braden have joined us. So for the fish scales, you want to just make sure you dab the makeup brush. You don't want to blend it because otherwise you're going to move the fishnet around and it's not going to turn out like the, you're not going to get the scale effect. And then I just took what was left on my brush and just kind of blended it down my forehead. So I got that like kind of faded effect. So you can see how it's kind of nice and faded. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and add the glitter. So I'm going to take that same glitter that I added for my eyeshadow, and I'm going to go ahead and take that and just add it to the fish scales. So right on the outside, and kind of blend that down into the blue. And I'm going to make sure it's pretty concentrated so we get a pretty good glow. And I'm just kind of doing the glitter real lightly on top of the scales right on the forehead. Otherwise, it kind of covers them up a little bit if you go too much. Go ahead and take that same shimmer shadow or the glitter shadow and just put that right down the tip of my nose. And I'm going to kind of do this a little crazy just to get the mermaid glow going on. A little bit on the Cupid's bow. I'm going to take that same blue shade we used for the scales and the shadow and just kind of contour my nose with it, just to kind of tie in the blue. I like the look without it, but I feel like this kind of, I don't know, it's kind of fun. It kind of adds a little more to the look. And I'm just kind of doing that a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and blend it out. That was a little too much on that side, but we'll blend it out. since I got a little more on that side, I'm just going to kind of take it and just kind of blend it out a little more on that side so it matches. Then I'm going to take that same brush we used for the translucent powder and just kind of dust that to fade it out a little bit. I don't know, what do you guys think? Blue, no blue? I don't know, I kind of like it. I want this look to be a little more gold. When I think of mermaid, I kind of think like glowy, bronzy, just really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead, if I can find it, and I'm just going to go ahead and take my Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter. This is a really pretty golden champagne-y shade. I love this. This is the best highlighter in the entire world, in my opinion. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop a little bit of that on the eyelids, and it kind of gives it like a kind of nice like greeny, goldy, you know, it kind of just ties that whole little area in together. And just blend that a little bit into the inner corners. And I want this to be a really glowy look. We're going to be glowing when we're done here. And I'm just taking a little bit of that on top of the shade, or on top of the shadow, just to blend it all together. I kind of want it to be more kind of natural and pretty. I don't want it to be like too blue and crazy. So I feel like that looks really pretty. I'm going to take a little bit of that same highlight shade and I'm just going to go under the lower lash line just to make our eyes pop a little more, make them a little brighter. And then I'm going to layer that same highlight right on top of that glitter. The glitter that I laid down was a cream shadow, so this is going to help this highlight stick to it a little better. I'm going to jump back into the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go ahead and take this icy shade down here. It's kind of a glitter icy shadow. And I'm going to pop that right under the brow bone. Or right on the brow bone. Under the eyebrow. And it has like a little bit of blue mixed in with it, but kind of ties it all in. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit more of that blue shade that we used and just kind of take that with my finger and just kind of pop that a little bit more on the outer corner just to kind of give it a little bit of depth. Okay, then I'm just going to take another just clean brush and just kind of blend where the blue is into the highlight just to kind of make sure that's all blended out and not make sure there's no harsh lines. And then I'm just going to go in with my Bare Minerals Original Powder. Now that we have all of the mermaid makeup on, I'm just going to dip a big fluffy brush into that, dip it into the pan. I have this in the shade Fairly Light, and I'm just going to kind of go right in my T-zone area, kind of right where I put that blue, just to kind of lighten that up just a little bit, and also to kind of set this area and kind of blur my skin a little bit. And this is a nice luminous powder, so it's going to give us a little bit of luminosity as well. It's not going to matte our foundation down, so we're still going to keep the glow. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and take my Pixie Glow Mist, and I'm going to shake this up. It separates, so you want to make sure you shake it really good. And this is just a glow mist, so it's going to help hydrate our makeup, and it's also a setting mist, so it's going to help our makeup stay longer and also just kind of enhance everything that we did. Okay. Alright, now that we have that set, I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara. So I'm going to take the L'Oreal mascara. I don't know what this one is called. It has like collagen in it. One of those ones that has collagen in it. This is in the shade Black. It is one of my favorite mascaras. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of make my eyelashes, I want them to be pretty dramatic. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and just kind of do the first coat, and then I'm going to take my brush and just kind of push towards the lash line just to kind of thicken our lashes and just kind of give it a little more dramatic, intense look. So I did 2 coats of mascara, and I added some to the lower lash line. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe my lips off now to get any foundation off. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with a lipstick and a lip gloss. I have the CoverGirl lipstick in Caramel Kiss. This is just a nice little kind of peachy coral shade. So I'm just going to add one little layer of this to the top lips, just a little bit to give it a little color. And then I'm going to go in with this Rimmel London Stay Glossy 3D lip gloss. This is in the shade Popcorn for 2, and it kind of has like blue little sparkles in it, so it's kind of like a nice mermaidy, iridescent looking lip gloss. Okay, so that is it for makeup. I'm going to go ahead and do my hair all mermaid-like, and I will be back. So this is the hair that I came up with. So I just did a really pretty beachy texturized look. When I think of mermaids, I think of kind of messy hair, just kind of tousled, texturized, sea salty, beachy waves. So I just kind of spun my hair around and just kind of pulled out some pieces and then sprayed it and then pinned it up with a bobby pin. I feel like it turned out pretty good. So I feel like this look is super pretty and wearable. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!